Good morning. In the last lecture, we discussed harmonic oscillator. It took 3 lectures. It was quite big article. This article may be asked for 15 marks in the examination. Remember, harmonic oscillator, this article may be asked for 15 marks as it is a big article. Next article in this unit is harmonic oscillator energy levels. Harmonic oscillator energy levels. While talking harmonic oscillator, we studied asymptotic form of wave function psi. For the solution of the wave function d2 psi by dy square plus alpha minus y square psi is equal to 0, the wave function we needed is asymptotic. It is necessary to inquire about asymptotic behavior of the wave function psi. Psi is equal to f of y into e to the power minus y square divided by 2 as y tends to infinity. It is necessary to inquire the asymptotic behavior of the wave function psi is equal to f of y e to the power minus y square divided by 2 as y tends to infinity. And we found that if this wave function psi is asymptotic, psi tends to 0 as y tends to infinity. We found that in the last article. If this wave function is asymptotic, psi tends to 0 as y tends to, of course, plus or minus infinity. Is this condition is sufficient for the acceptable wave function? We have to verify. We have to verify that is this condition is sufficient for the physically acceptable wave function. This wave function will be physically acceptable wave function if it also validates this condition. Limit y tends to infinity, f of y should be smaller than e to the power y square divided by 2, equation number 1. The wave function psi should be asymptotic, one condition. Okay. If this is asymptotic, after obeying this condition, is it the sufficient condition for the wave function to be physically acceptable wave function for the solution of the wave equation? No. It will be acceptable wave function provided that it also valid this condition, limit y tends to infinity, f of y less than e to the power y square divided by 2. If this condition is also satisfied by the wave function psi, we can say that the wave function under consideration is asymptotic in behavior and it is acceptable wave function. To verify that the wave function psi is asymptotic in behavior and an acceptable wave function, we have to express f of y and e to the power y square divided by 2 in terms of power series. To verify that this wave function psi is asymptotic in behavior and it is physically acceptable wave function, we have to express f of y and e to the power y square divided by 2 in terms of power series. Okay. Then after expressing these two in terms of power series, we have to compare a ratio of successive terms of these power series as n tends to infinity. After expressing these two in terms of power series, we have to compare a ratio of successive terms of these power series as n tends to infinity. F of y is already expressed in terms of power series, and the recursion relation we obtained after expressing f of y in terms of power series is this one. An plus 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 minus alpha divided by n plus 1 into n plus 2 into an. Equation number 2. We obtained this recursion relation after expressing this f of y in terms of power series. Okay. Then this may further be written as an plus 2 divided by an is equal to 2n plus 1 minus alpha divided by n square plus 2 plus 3n. N into n, n square, 1 into 2, 2, n into 2, 2n, 1 into n, 1n, 2n plus 1n, 3n. This equation may be for the 2 plus 1 by n minus alpha by n divided by n square by n plus 2 by n plus 3n by n. If this is nth coefficient, the successive coefficient is an plus 2. If an is nth coefficient of the power series corresponding to f of y, an plus 2 will be the next coefficient. So this is a ratio of successive coefficients. It is true for any successive coefficients of the power series written for f of y. Now, equation number 3. If n tends to infinity in equation 3 will become an plus 2 divided by an is equal to. If n tends to infinity in equation 3 becomes an plus 2 divided by n is equal to 1 by infinity 0, lambda by infinity 0, n square by n, 2 by infinity 0, 3n by n, it is also 3, but you can consider this as negligibly small as n is tending to infinity, and I can write this simply as 2 divided by n. Actually, it will be 2 divided by n plus 3. It is approximately equal to 2 divided by n. Equation number 4. Since 3 is very small than n, that is infinity. What is n? N is infinity. So in comparison with this n, this 3 is very small, and therefore we can simply write an plus 2 by n is equal to just 2 by n, equation number 4. This 2 by n is true for ratio of all the successive terms of power series of f of y. 2 by n, this is true for all the ratio of all the successive terms in the power series of f of y. After having this equation for the successive ratios of successive terms of the power series for f of y, let us go for the other one. Before that, let me put it somewhere here as equation 4. Okay, and let us go now for power series expansion of the term e to the power y square divided by 2. It is exponential term, so let me first express e to the power x in terms of power series. Let me first express e to the power x in terms of power series, and this is what? X to the power 0 divided by 0 factorial plus x to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial plus x square divided by 2 factorial plus x cube divided by 3 factorial, and this can be continued, equation number 5, and this can be continued, or you can write this further as x to the power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1, so it is 1, x to the power 1 is 1, 1 factorial is, x to the power 1 is x, 1 factorial is 1, so it is simply x plus x square divided by factorial 2 plus x cube divided by factorial 3 plus dash dash, equation number 6, e to the power x. Let us apply this formula to expand e to the power y square divided by 2 in terms of power series, and that will be e to the power y square divided by 2 is equal to, here x is equal to y square divided by 2, here x is equal to y square divided by 2. Keep this in mind and expand this in this formula, that is 1 plus y square divided by 2 plus y to the power 4 divided by 2 square into 2 factorial plus y to the power 6 divided by 2 to the power 3 into 3 factorial plus y to the power 8, 2 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8 divided by 2 to the power 4 into 4 factorial, and so on. Equation number 7. Using equation 6, e to the power y square divided by 2 is expressed in terms of power series, where what is x? X is y square divided by 2. Or this could be further summation of n is equal to 0, 2, 4 to infinity for even terms only. 2, 4, here 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. It is for even terms only. y to the power n divided by 2 to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial equation number 8 e to the power y square divided by 2 is this. This series can be expressed as a summation series, okay, that is summation over n is equal to 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 and so on to infinity y to the power n divided by 2 to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial. Equation 8 may further be written as and that is what e to the power y square divided by 2 is equal to bn y to the power n, equation number 9, where bn is one divided by 2 to the power n by 2 into 1 by 2 factorial. Equation 8 in short may be written as e to the power y square divided by 2 is equal to bn y to the power n, where bn is equal to 1 divided by 2 to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial. Let us try to have ratio of successive coefficients of the power series for e to the power y square divided by 2 as we have taken here for the power series of f of y. So, let me write here bn plus 2 divided by bn, that is equal to, what is bn? 2 to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial divided by 2 to the power n plus 2 divided by 2 into n plus 2 divided by 2 factorial. Y to the power n, y to the power n, that will get cancelled. This is further. Two to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial divided by 2, it will be n by 2 plus 1. So, it is just 2 into 2 to the power n by 2. This term is 2 into 2 to the power n by 2. This term is n by 2 plus 1 into n by 2 factorial. Bn plus 2 divided by Bn is equal to 2 to the power n by 2 into n by 2 factorial divided by, this is written as 2 into 2 to the power n by 2, this is written as n by 2 plus 1 factorial. n by 2 plus 1 factorial is n by 2 plus 1 into n by 2 factorial. 5 factorial is 5 into 4 factorial. I have done the same thing here. 6 factorial is 6 into 5 factorial. We can continue 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 and so on up to 1, even up to 0, because 0 factorial is 1. Not needed. I have written just to understand how we got these two terms from this single term. I have written these two examples just to understand how we wrote these two terms from this single term. Okay, then let us have a look in the numerator and denominator. 2 to the power n by 2, 2 to the power n by 2 get cancelled, n by 2 factorial, n by 2 factorial get cancelled, and we have this ratio is equal to 1 divided by n by 2 plus 1, equation number 10, bn plus 2 divided by bn. If n tends to infinity in equation 10, then 10 reduces to bn plus 2 divided by bn is equal to simply 1 divided by n, because this 2 in the denominator of n and this plus 1 are negligibly small compared to infinity, and therefore I can simply write here bn plus 2 divided by bn is equal to 1 by n, equation number 11. Let me write equation 11 here for our reference, and that is what? Bn plus 2 divided by bn is equal to 1 divided by n, equation number, it is 11. Now, compare equations 4 and 11. At the beginning of this article, I told that to verify the asymptotic behavior of the wave function psi and its physical acceptance, we have to express f of y and e to the power y square divided by 2 in terms of power series, and then compare ratios of successive coefficients of these series. This is ratio of successive coefficients for f of y. This is ratio of successive coefficients for the power series of e to the power y square divided by 2. Look at these two ratios of successive coefficients of the power series of f of y and e to the power y square divided by 2. What do you find here? This is 2 divided by n. This is 1 divided by n. This is 2 times larger than this. This RHS 2 by n is 2 times larger than the RHS of 11, 1 by n. It means that the coefficients in the power series of f of y decrease less rapidly, whereas in the power series of the function e to the power y square divided by 2, the coefficients decrease more rapidly. The rate of decrease of coefficients is not same in these two power series for f of y and for e to the power y square divided by 2. This is an obstacle for verification of the asymptotic behavior of the wave function psi. We should have a certain way out of this dilemma. To have a way out for this dilemma and to verify that the wave function psi is really asymptotic and acceptable, so that the wave function d2 psi by the wave equation d2 psi by dy square plus alpha minus y square psi is equal to 0 is easily solved for that wave function psi. And what is the way out? The way out is, let us terminate the power series for the function f of y at particular value of n. Let us terminate the power series for f of y at certain value of y, so that all coefficients having value of n higher than this will be 0. If we terminate power series for f of y at this particular value n, all coefficients of that power series having values more than n will be 0. If this is done, then f of y e to the power minus y square divided by 2, which is the wave function psi, will be asymptotic wave function and it will be physically acceptable wave function. In this case only, if this is true, in this case only, psi is equal to f of y e to the power minus y square divided by 2 will be asymptotic in behavior and it will be the acceptable wave function, and this can be used for the solution of the wave equation d2 psi by dy square plus alpha minus y square psi is equal to 0. And therefore, what we have for this equation, an plus 2 divided by an is equal to two n plus 1 minus alpha n plus 1 n plus 2 an, or if we have alpha is equal to 2n plus 1, equation 12 reduces as an plus 2 is an is equal to an plus 2 is equal to an plus 4 is equal to an plus 6 dash dash is equal to 0, equation 13, and equation 13 is the required and sufficient condition. Equation 13 is the required and sufficient condition for the solution of the wave equation d2 psi by dy square plus alpha minus y square psi is equal to 0, if this is true. Because for this 2n plus 1, if we put alpha, it will become 0, and therefore all such coefficients will become 0. The rate of decrease of coefficients in f of y, in the power series of f of y, will be drastically reduced. And if this is true, then the condition for this is alpha is equal to 2n plus 1, equation number 14. But what is alpha? We considered in the last article 2e divided by h cross omega, or it is simply 2e divided by h nu. Equate these from equations 14 and 15. So we may have 2e divided by h nu is equal to 2n plus 1, or en is equal to h nu into 2n plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to n plus 1 by 2 into h nu, equation 16. Using this condition, we can get energy levels of the harmonic oscillator. En, energy levels of the harmonic oscillator, it is quantized. Values of n allowed here are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So equation 16 gives us the energy levels of the harmonic oscillator, and we may draw a simple figure for this. This is the energy level diagram of the harmonic oscillator. First energy level is 0, second E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6. Potential energy corresponding to 1 by 2 k x square. Okay. This is the amplitude minus A, amplitude plus A, and the particle performing harmonic oscillations is allowed to have certain specific values only. The energy spectrum is not continuous, it is a discrete one. How E0, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6. Only these energies are allowed for the particle performing harmonic motion. For these energy levels are only allowed for the harmonic oscillator. One thing. Second thing, the separation E0 to E1 is h nu, E1 to E2 h nu, E2 to E3 h nu. The separation between consecutive energy levels is E1, and this E1 difference of energy between consecutive energy levels is given by h nu. Separation between consecutive energy levels is h nu. It means that all these energy levels are evenly spaced. All these energy levels are evenly spaced, which is not true for the particle in one dimensional box. What is the energy of a particle in one dimensional box? Which is quantized n square pi square h cross square divided by 2m l square where value of n allowed are 1, 2, 3 and so on. When n is 1, it will be pi square h cross square divided by 2m l square. When n is 2, it will be 4 times the earlier factor. N is 3, 9 times the earlier factor. N is 4, 16 times the earlier factor. N is 5, 25 times the earlier factor. Here, the energy spacing in the energy diagram, in the energy spectrum of a particle in one-dimensional box is diverging. It is increasing continuously. But in this case, the energy spacing is even, which is given by h nu. This is one of the modification anticipated by quantum mechanics to the classical picture of energy spectrum of harmonic oscillator, which is proved here with evidence. One more modification anticipated by quantum mechanics to the earlier classical picture is that the energy E0 is not 0. And what we find here, energy E0 is not 0. In this equation, if n is 0, we will have E0 is equal to this n0, and we have this as 1 by 2 h nu. The lowest allowed energy to the harmonic oscillator, E0 is not 0, but it is 1 by 2 h nu, and this lowest possible energy E0, which is 1 by 2 h nu in the energy spectrum of the harmonic oscillator as anticipated by the quantum mechanics, is not 0. This is 1 by 2 h nu. This E0 is equal to 1 by 2 h nu is known as 0 point energy of the harmonic oscillator. This E0 is equal to 1 by 2 h nu is known as 0 point energy of the harmonic oscillator. Why it is known as 0 point energy of the harmonic oscillator? When temperature of the harmonic oscillator is 0 degree Kelvin, minimum energy possessed by the harmonic oscillator. When energy of the surrounding of the harmonic oscillator is 0 degree Kelvin, minimum energy allowed to the harmonic oscillator at 0 degree Kelvin is E0 is equal to 1 by 2 h nu, and therefore this is known as 0 point energy corresponding to energy of the minimum energy of the harmonic oscillator when temperature of the surrounding is 0 degree Kelvin. This is one of the modification anticipated by quantum mechanics, which is also proved here. So here I have shown the energy spectrum of harmonic oscillator according to quantum mechanics, and what we got here, the energy spectrum is such that energy is allowed to the harmonic oscillator are not continuous but are discrete. Continuous energy is not allowed. Okay. Second thing, the spacing between the energy levels is even. All the energy levels are evenly spaced. Difference between consecutive energy levels is h nu, which is not true in case of the one-dimensional particle energy spectrum. And the lowest possible energy allowed is not 0. Instead it is E0 given by 1 by 2 h nu, which is the 0 point energy. This is about energy levels of the harmonic oscillator. Everything is solved and explained. I hope you got it very clearly. If any questions, you may please ask your questions. Okay, thank you.